Hi. Happy Momentum Monday, right? Well, today is the first day of school, and I am excited for my baby girl as she has her first day of seventh grade. She's getting ready for school and she's nervous. So I was asking her, "What are you nervous about?" She's like, what if, well, basically start off with her earrings. She doesn't know which earrings to wear, and I'm like, just pick a pair. Who cares? So she says, well, my teachers might perceive me in a way that is not true. So my first thought was, and why would they do that? Why would they do that? I said, Natalie, I understand what it's like to worry about what others think of you. However, your perception of you is the only one that matters over my perception of you, your dad's, or anyone else. Because what earrings you wear today does not dictate who you are as a human being. And it kind of pulled my heartstrings. Not kind of, it did. Because she sees, she hears, and she talked a lot about last year how teachers were passive aggressive. They would say things and they didn't think that you could hear the undertone. Um, and we as educators have to remember students have feelings too. And our baggage that we're carrying, and baggage doesn't mean like bags, like the baggage that we're carrying in our heads, we have to leave it where it's at. We have to deal with it because projecting it onto our children or vice versa, children projecting their stuff onto teachers, but the teachers make an impact in a different way. So we have to remember, one, as parents, help our children see that um, I had to stop for a moment because that was my baby girl, and she doesn't want to be on camera, which is okay. But she has so much to say, so I told her, like, soon I'll let her do like where we're talking, but she's not on camera. She said okay. However, um, just thinking about her trying to decipher which earring she wears based on someone else's perception of her is it's sad. So as parents, we have to talk to them. So I told her, and for those of you who do not agree, it's okay. Fuck what your teachers think about your earrings. What your friends or anyone else around you thinks about your earrings. You like them? That's what matters. You like them. You like them. And that's the only thing that matters. Your earrings, they do not define who you are on the inside. So, yeah, just being mindful that she says she doesn't want her teachers to think that she's that girl. So I said, what does that girl mean? What do you mean by that girl? You know, like one of those girls that like a lot of attention. She's like, I just like fashion. And I said, you know what? Well, you keep on liking fashion because that's all that matters. And your teachers can only perceive things based on how they are or what was pushed into them as kids or how they feel as individuals about themselves. Don't worry about them because it's not about them. It's about you. But that's all for today. We as parents, educators, people, human beings, we have to remember why we believe the things we believe. Um, oh, this actually makes me think about something. Last year, when I was working, and if you hear this, you're going to know I'm talking, like this is about our conversation. This lady was talking to this child. However, before I say this, this is not, yeah, I was going to defend her, but I can't. However, last year at work, I no longer work there anymore, but last year I was in the hallway There was a student walking in front of me, and there was a teacher standing on the side talking to one of the security guards. And he was also a coach or whatever. And there were some other students in the hall. So she's standing like to the side. I'm standing like in the front by the clinic or whatever. And the teacher says, "Hey, come here. Don't let me hear you been fucking." So I said, so the girl like grabbed her shirt and kind of like pulled it down to her zipper. She was like, "Cause your hips look mighty big." So she like, you can tell she was trying to cover herself, which for me, I saw shame, I saw hurt. And the guy looked around and he's just like, looked like he smirked, like trying to figure out what was happening. And she was like talking with her head. I can't even do it, but it doesn't matter. And she was like, "We need to talk because I see you around here getting thick, and don't you be fucking." So when the girl walked away, I saw her head hanging down. Now she went from happy to, you can tell her energy had totally went into what was just said to her. So I asked the teacher, I said, "Hey, can you come here for a second?" I said, "Why did you say that to her in that way in front of everyone?" And she said, "Girl, because it's a fact that when girls start fucking, their hips start spreading." So I was like, oh. So I looked down at myself because shit, I have, I've birthed two beautiful daughters, and my hips are like, however, I just said, "Is that a fact?" She said, "It's a fact. It's a fact." And I said, "Show me." Because what I saw was you inflict shame and guilt into this girl. And if anything is happening that she needs to talk to you about later because you say you guys are cool, then she's not going to have anyone to come to. And you just exploited her in front of a grown man. It's like, that's not what we want to do based on what was told to us. When girls start having sex, then their breasts start developing. That's not true. 6 years old was when my baby girl started developing breast, and I thought something was wrong. But the doctor said, this happens, and there's a lot of hormones in our food. So afterwards, I talked to the girl, and I told her, whatever you're doing, it's okay, and I'm so sorry that happened to you. But never ever be ashamed about the choices that you make in the moment. Just learn from them. So we have to be mindful of what we're putting out there, what beliefs we're pushing to be factual based on what our parents or what the adults around us when we were children said, because they taught from a place of fear or the knowledge to which they had grown and learned. Not everything that they said was fact, nor was it what God was saying either. So we have to teach our children from a place of love, compassion, and understanding, seeing that not everything is right or wrong in what's happening. But, it's so much I can say about that. I love you. Happy Monday.